Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the 7th day of April. Here we go. At the Seder night, when you make the bracha of motzi matzah, and you make the bracha of eating matzah, of course, right after that, you eat matzah. The reason I'm laughing is because it's not that simple. What you would probably want to do is make the bracha, and right after you make the bracha, take a small bite of matzah and say, that was nice. I made a bracha and I ate the matzah. You might know where I'm going with this. The fact is, that it's not that simple. When you have a bite of matzah at the Seder, it's supposed to be a real, full-fledged halachic eating. Now, in order for it to be a full-fledged halachic eating, quote unquote, it's got to be a goodly amount, which we'll define in just a moment, and it's also got to be in a set amount of time, which we're about to define also. And then when you pack in a chunky eating in a short amount of time, then we say, I just ate. But if you were to just sit there and kind of like munch at tiny pieces of matzah slowly over a 20-minute period, then it wouldn't be called officially halachically eating. Okay? So where I'm going is to explain to you that when you eat the matzah, you've got to eat it a set amount of matzah and in a set amount of time. So here are the set amounts. You should eat the matzah somewhere between 2 and 9 minutes. Okay, the rabbis argue about whether it's really 2 minutes or whether it's 9, so it should be somewhere in between there. If you want to do it really well, it should be closer to that 2 minute range. And then it's like I really ate in a chunky, in a set amount of time. I ate. Okay, now how much matzah in that 2 to 9 minute amount of time? So if you're eating one of those machine-made matzahs, we all kind of have you know what they look like. So about 2/3 of one of those kinds of matzahs, that would be enough to say I ate. And I ate it a chunky amount, 3/4 of or 2/3 approximately of one of those matzahs, and and I ate it in a 2 to 9 minute period, so I'm done. If you're having one of those round handmade matzahs, it's approximately half of one of those. So if you want to fulfill the eating of matzah, you should within 2 to 9 minutes have that amount of matzah that we've just described, and then it's called like you really ate. And here's the weirdest part of all. If you're having trouble getting your matzah down in those 2 to 9 minutes, the clock on that 2 to 9 minutes only starts when you start swallowing. It's serious. So what you might want to do is chew a bunch of matzah in your mouth first, and then when you start swallowing, that's when you start counting the 2 to 9 minutes. No jokes. This is really, really how you halachically eat your matzah at the Seder. If you have too little matzah over too long a period of time, then it's just like you snacked, but it's not really like you ate matzah. Okay, that's today's law. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.